All right, everybody, guess what? It's Education by Ed. It is July 15th, 2018. It is Sunday. And yeah, guess what? Ed's still kicking. He's still here. But before we let him come on, we're going to listen to Donald Trump's solution for not separating illegal immigrant children from their families. Now, listen closely. This is truth. You gotta get that going and then get that going.
Tell people not to come to our country illegally. That's the solution. Don't come to our country illegally. Come like other people do. Come legally. I'm saying this very simply. We have laws, we have borders. Don't come to our country illegally. It's not a good thing. And as far as ICE is concerned, the people that are fighting ICE, it's a disgrace. These people go into harm's way. There is nobody under greater danger than the people from ICE. What they do to MS-13 and everything else, so we ought to support ICE, not do what the Democrats are doing. Democrats want open borders and they don't mind crime. We want no crime and we want borders where borders mean something, all right? And remember this, without borders, you do not have a country.
Now, on a side note, real quick on this, it's something I've looked at quite a bit, and just glancing wise. Other countries, you're either put into prison, into a work gang, or you're executed whenever you try to illegal immigrant. Whenever you try to be an illegal immigrant, come over illegally. Why the hell is America supposed to have the open borders and let everybody in? We're not. What we have is the Democrats, which in my opinion are basically servants of the crown. They are traitors to what they claim they love. They don't love this country. They want this country under their boot heel so they can get what they want and basically screw everybody else. They want big government. They want Big Brother to do everything for them. That's bull. That's not the way it should work. It's we the people are the first branch of the government. Without us, there is no government. So think on that. Ed, why don't you take it away and I'll shut up now.
No, you got a good introduction. I mean, this is the whole thing that waking up the people are getting it. And the main point here is that we are getting it. I've had a heck of an experience the last basically year tracking down what basically happened medically and stuff, and we're still working on a few other things on it. It has been one heck of an experience. Who's trying to? No. So, I mean, this whole thing has been experience walking through this, I guess, shadow of death, I should say. I mean, I did suffocate to death. And I spent 6.5 days on life support. So I look at it, I ain't done yet. So, and this is the one thing that we've got to look forward to right now. We can start changing these administrative rules. And that means, autographing each other's work and getting this stuff done so when we're putting these pieces together and people will say, don't use their paperwork. Remember, it's copyrighted. Yes, we know it's copyrighted. And that is a big point about it. So they're proving the copyright fraud right on it. That's the one thing that people got to really look at, what's going on here. So they're admitting to the fraud. And so when we're putting these instruments together, is bringing it out with their administrative rules that they have to go by. And that's how we are making these changes. And the changes are realistically happening. And as you can see, when you listen to Trump, what's going on the borders and stuff, and all these people are going back and forth, and it's like, you know, when Dave and I put this instrument together several years back, dealing with Judge Scalia on the lawful and legal rights dealing with immigration. And we went back, you know, all the way through the history, congressional records, and all that's in the writings put together. But to see the blissful thing about all this, the evidence is there, and so this is what we need to do, is use their words and educate them. Now, when I was at the hospital, I'm out talking to these nurses and stuff about the birth certificate bond and how it works and how this is filed and how they have 21 days in the hospital to file on this one or that one or the paperwork that needs to be done. And it was refreshing because some of these nurses and doctors were pulling punches. We actually had an open conversation over the birth certificate bond, and they're like, yeah, we're learning it. They're figuring it out, too. And I give them credit because they are learning, too. So we can't go ballistic on hard people because you got to remember that the way that they were educated and taught to believe, too. Just like we all have been confused and wrongfully educated. So I don't want to take up too much time. I do want to throw some questions out there if anybody's got any questions. Like I said, it has been an interesting experience. It's the first time in about a year since I've been actually able to realistically breathe. So it's been a really interesting adventure, I got to say, in that way. So anyhow, I guess we'll just open up the floor and see if anybody's got any comments or thoughts. Hello? Anybody there? Hello?
You're wanting the floor open? Is that what you were saying, Ed?
Yeah. Might as well open up the floor and see if anybody's got any comments or thoughts.
All participants are unmuted.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. So the floor is open. Anybody got any comments or thoughts? What's going on with them, with their case, how it's moving, or stuff like that? We are putting together the rest of the stuff that I put up to make dealing with the requesting that the public employees prove their honor oath and who they work for. And so that's on the new.Oregon tracker site. Look at it, pass it on, use it. Because when we start filing those things across the country, this is how these things are going to change. So, but anyhow, the floor is open. Go ahead. Nobody wants to speak up? Okay. Well, nobody wants to speak up, then I guess we'll just call it an evening then. You there, Lynx?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just working on dinner, basically. So I was hoping the show would go further. I know we got two listeners in here listening right now. They're done. I mean, what?
Yeah, and I didn't set up the YouTube while it was live, but I didn't program it because it's been a heck of the last week.
Oh, yeah, it's not a problem. But I don't get why these two don't say anything. Oh, that's right.
No, it's all right.
They're shy.
So, anyhow, let's just look at it and let's just say, may the Great Spirit bless you, Mother feed you, and the Creator look over you.
Oh, damn straight. And, well, thank you again, everybody. And remember, we're not attorneys, we're not lawyers, we're not professionals in any kind, unless you call us professional pains in the asses, especially to the corruption. the thing is, you are liable for everything you do. You cannot blame us because we do not take liability for any of the information we impart to you in any way. We're just sharing this information freely when others would require you to spend anywhere from $20 to $5,000 just to get this information that we are showing you. Now, why are we doing it free? We believe information should be free, and we are trying to be honorable in all information we get and give. We try to make sure that it is correct information. Those that charge you, in my opinion, are trying to build up a nest egg so that if they ever get caught for the fraud or the false information they are giving, they will actually still live comfortably even after they get caught and spend their time in prison, or they can buy off a few judges, whichever one it is. That's my opinion. So, don't pay for information. Do your own research, find it yourself, and if you're too damn lazy to do it yourself, well then you deserve to be a slave. Alright. Again,
Well,
that's...
you can't deserve anything.
What was that, Ed?
You can't deserve anything.
Yeah, you can't deserve anything. Alright, so that's it, and remember, those were my opinions. Now, one fact is, America is a wonderful country when it follows the Constitution. The organic Constitution. And all other countries want to join up with America. Ask yourself the question, why is that? Have a good night, guys.